So as any typical Friday goes for me, I'm cramming out homework, studying, so I can go out later in the night. But as I'm doing that, I'm listening to music, and I get a notification from Apple Music about a song that was dropped by Kurtis Blow. Now, this just wasn't any song, right? First of all, Kurtis Blow is 65 years old, right? So him dropping any type of song would have been, something for me to take interest in. And this one especially, because it turns out that the anniversary of one of his most classic songs, Basketball, had just passed. And in response to that, a remix was made with Kurtis Blow coming back and rapping new lyrics and a Lola Brooke feature. And that was the number one thing that actually caught my mind, was this Lola Brooke feature. I saw it said Basketball 2.0 featuring Lola Brooke, and I was like, Kurtis Blow and Lola Brooke? That's something I never thought I'd actually see, right? And it kind of just like gauged my interest even more. So add to that, apparently Hit Boy remixed the original Basketball beat, and it sounds great. So I want to just talk about this song and how honestly awesome it really is that it exists. Think about how this song was introduced to people back in the day, and even back in my generation when we were growing up. And just talk about the original song for a second. It came out around the time when the NBA was really gaining popularity. This was back in like 86, if I can remember correctly. It was during the Bird versus Magic era, mainly, and when Michael Jordan was just coming into the league. And that was a big moment, a big stepping stone in the NBA's progress to what it is now, right? And I think this song was like an anthem to people that were joining in and listening in on the NBA and what was going on. And it was kind of empowering them to like the sport even more. This song was huge, and he was referencing a bunch of classic NBA players that were playing and dominating the game at that time. I mean, he talked about Bird, he talked about Magic, he talked about Kareem, he talked about Wilt, he talked about Bill Russell, Ralph Sampson. There were a bunch, and he even had a little quote in there about Michael Jordan, which was really cool to me because this was before he even really took off as that guy. And I think that's what really made the song what it is now, at least, is that it's like a deep dive back into the past, back into the time before the NBA was super big and during the time when Bird and Magic were really on top of the league. And I always thought that was really cool because it's basically Kurtis Blow talking from a perspective before what the NBA has become today. And then 2011 comes around, and my generation gets this song displayed to them in a very unique way. NBA 2K12 was dropping, and they were bringing back a lot of legends from the 90s, from the 80s, from the 70s, right? And they felt that to hype this up even more, they would use that song in the intro to the game. And I remember every time I'd load up 2K12, I'd watch the intro because I thought it was that cool. This song fit in perfectly with the little intro animation that they had going on. I loved that intro. I loved the song choice, and that song has become a integral part in my childhood because of that. So for them to make a remix where Kurtis Blow is now rapping about the modern NBA players and stars, I thought that was insane, honestly. I'm listening to the song and he's referencing people like LeBron, like Luka, Jokic, and I'm hearing him say these guys' names, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. This feels weird, right? Because it's like he's rapping on the same beat and he's rapping in the same flow, but instead of referencing the older players and when they were playing, he's now talking about the newer players, and I just think that was like really cool to hear. To add to that, Lola Brooke comes in and starts referencing WNBA players, which I thought was nice as well, because the WNBA didn't even exist when the original basketball song came out. So if we're going to talk about basketball now, we have to talk about the WNBA, especially with its increase in popularity since Caitlin Clark joined the league. There was also a music video that they shot for this where Kurtis Blow, Lola Brooke, a bunch of other people, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart of the New York Knicks are in this video playing basketball, which I thought was really nice. It was a really nice and wholesome type of video, in my opinion. They were basically just talking about how much they love basketball and all that. And then, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, they play basketball in the video. What else would they do? But yeah, this song it's really nice. It's a really nice throwback to the old times with one of the originals in rap, right? So if you love the original song, if you have nostalgia for that song, if you have any type of really deep connection to that song like I do, you should check this out. It'll definitely put a smile on your face like it did to me today. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Basketball 2.0 by Kurtis Blow and Lola Brooke. Great song. I love it. It's really tugs on the nostalgia strings, so that's great. But yeah, check it out. It's really nice. But yeah, stay tuned. More videos will be on the way. I'm talking about hip hop, video games, sports, superhero shit. Like, I talk about anything I really feel like talking about, honestly. It's really whatever happens in the moment. I mean, this video was spawned literally because I got a notification this morning. So it's honestly, some of it's just impulse, you know, if I want to talk about it. So, you know, but yeah, stick around. More videos will be on the way. Thanks for watching.